Dragon Den. This is a J Dragon production, and I'd like to appreciate everybody that sits right there and watches this video. Thank you so much, and I also like you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for every video I lay down. Now, I'm just going to listen to this and all this music and see this good stuff that I've done over the years. I appreciate y'all. Alright, this is J Dragon, and I'd like to welcome you to the Dragon Den. I appreciate y'all for watching, and hopefully if you saw the title screen of this video, hopefully you would know that I went on Amazon. I have tried to order some coloring books for doing some anime coloring, because I wanted to sit right there and test off my get better at drawing my Copics and using these all the time, and I've just been wanting to get better at it. So I got these in the process, and I'm just doing a little review on it because I think these are interesting, and I was really impressed, and I don't think you consider these coloring books, so I was very interested in the words of this. So let's get on with it. Let's open these up and check them out. From first look, you would sit right there and think it's a coloring book at first when you're looking at it like this, but the truth is it's not. And I found this very interesting when I started to look at it. See, as when I started to bring it up, I noticed that it's just basically what somebody sketched, but I still find it interesting. And it's not really a coloring book, it's more like a sketch that people are sitting right there and made of them. So I found it interesting. Nonetheless, I'm still impressed with it. I still like it. I paid not too much, but I had to wait a little while for it to come in, excuse me, but I still like the artwork. I'm probably going to sit right there and sketch it myself and then copy it that way, but I don't want to sit right there and mess up these parts. Maybe even go over and ink it up. But I do like the fact that the paper is so thick it feels like poster board, just about. See? Yes, it feels like, that's probably why it feels so thick. See, this is the coarse side of the paper, and that's the so that really does help out with doing let's say markers, like with my Copics, like with these. Like if you sit right there, and I did do a little test on this type of poster board and used it, and it turned out pretty good, and which gave up the blending look real good on this type of paper, because it wouldn't bleed through as easy, and it made it easier for the artwork to not soak through your the rest of your stuff. And sometimes if I got some leftovers of my poster board, I would sit right there and use them as a background for, let's say I was using some paper that really wasn't all like that and it would soak through, I would just go ahead and use those. But yes, I'm impressed with the artwork. It is pretty good. You're getting detailed, you're getting the shape in it, you're getting the dots where the light, you're getting the shining area. You can see some areas on that. That's also the shading. As long as you know where everything is, it seems to be a little more than what I would consider a coloring book. It looks like you're getting all the stuff you need for the coloring book. But if I remember correctly, this anime is called Boondock Saints, I think. But if I'm wrong, just go ahead and put something in the comment section, back down in the comment section on YouTube, and let me know if I'm wrong. I appreciate it. but I do love the work. I don't understand the fact of him having the rose in his mouth, but maybe it turns out good. I'm thinking about, I like this one, so I'm thinking about sketching this one up myself and doing it myself on my paper. So we'll see the process of that, and we'll have it go down, and you'll probably see a video of me drawing and sketching this up sooner or later. Now, yep, you see a lot of details. Sometimes I see something that's a little off. See, like with this, it should have been curved more going that way instead of going that way, if you pay attention to it. But that's just mostly being a little nitpicky. But when you draw a lot, you can notice that stuff. Hey, we ain't perfect. We always mess up sometime. So I am not the only person that does it. At least I know that. But these characters in this series, I like the series. I've watched it all the way up to the 3rd season, I think, so far, and I really do like it. She's an assassin that's trying to be redeemed. He had his problems with him being a tiger werewolf thing, and he would sit right there and transform at the full moon. He is a genius, and he ain't got no abilities. This boy is very strong. He's a genius, but with his abilities, he could basically figure everything out. But I can't remember if he had. Oh yeah, he can negate anybody's abilities. That's what his was. His was his specialty. He could do anything with his book. And she was a healer. So I really do like the story of this. And he's his rival, and that's the one that kind of likes him. So I really do like all the detail that's in this picture, and I'm very happy with it, regardless of it not being a coloring book. But it's not what I wanted at first, but I am very happy with it. So as you can see, there's a lot of detail in this. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do them, and we'll see how it goes, because I'm not a Japanese person. And yes, we do got something extra to go on with this, and this series has been doing really well. The Demon Slayer series has been doing really well, and I think it is close to its last anime. And well, not its last anime, but its manga, its last manga. And I've been impressed with the series so far. I really like Tanjiro. I think that's his name, but I'm not saying it right. I haven't been watching him. I haven't been really reading the anime, no, manga, not anime, but I've been really getting into the English dub, because I do have a little problem with reading. But we'll see with the rest of the series and stuff like that, and we'll just go over and look at the artworks. I really like it. It's I don't think it's got all good things about the picture, because the legs feel like they're too bendy in the picture, if you can see what I mean. But no, like I said before, we ain't perfect. So turn this one sideways. This is basically Tanjiro walking and looking back at his sister. But this is a neat one. Yeah, I think it's interesting, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it's got as much detail as the other ones. You can see it having problems in certain areas, so I think it didn't work as hard on this one. But heck, maybe I'll put a little extra on it myself and add it up later. I really like seeing it a full picture with people on it, because this is one of the things that I learned how to do when I was starting out learning how to draw. when I was younger. So I always like to fill out the full portraits with people instead of doing backgrounds. I never did get good at backgrounds, but this is really good. This is the way I've always liked it, and this is probably one of the first ones I'll probably end up wanting to do for this one. I'm not talking about the other one. So his sister, which is a demon in the Nezuko, she is a demon in the series. She has these beautiful pink eyes, and I like the series. She has stood up against other demons and protected humans, even though she has been close to eating. But her abilities has to do with her sleeping, which regenerates her power back. So I really like that series, and the storyline has been amazing and interesting. And I love the fact when they do the blades, and they do the water or the red dragon flying at bad guys, the demons, and I just really love the artwork. If you watch the anime, I mean, this artwork is incredible. I mean, I really like it, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so happy with the fact that I got this instead of a coloring book. I'm really impressed with it, but it's something different. So I'm actually glad, so I could sit right there and do some work on this later on for me. And I was really wanting to get into it and start sketching this stuff myself. So what we're going to do is keep looking at the rest of it. I'm really impressed with these artwork. You get more detail in it. I've probably said that before, but you know, it is what it is. It's good work in some areas. Some areas are going to be not, but that's the way things are when you're doing it by hand. Like the scarring, they know in the whole series at the beginning of it, they sit right there and have him with the scar, but they never mention what the scarring stood for. So, and in the series, you sit right there and you think that there's going to be something specific about the scar that Tanjiro has on it. So anyway, appreciate you all. Thank you. And if you could sit right there, like, subscribe, hit that notification and that bell button, that way you can get any videos that I lay down. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much.